How are you? Post-gig show chats. I love these.
We're great. We're good. Yeah, we're all good. We had a good time on stage. Sounded cool. We had fun.
Okay, right, let me read out some of the reaction that we've had. This is from the people who are listening. OMG, that is just awesome. Muse Live serenading me home on a 3-hour commute in biblical rain. That's what's going on outside. And that'd be a good soundtrack listening to you, I think. Thank you. I have pulled over safely to text this. Dancing in my living room. Family think I'm completely mad. Gutted I didn't get to pass on a big hug to the boys. Teresa. This is just awesome. Full volume, and I have Muse in my room. So it goes on, a lot of Twitter action going on. Cheers, Radio 2 and Muse for the live streaming. Saw you at the O2 on Saturday with possibly your youngest fan, 7, and now he won't sleep. So,
Great.
So you were playing to 18,000, that was the figure I was given on last night? And pretty much every night, and then...
Pretty much, yeah, most of the gigs are all kind of large, you know, big arena type, O2 type places, yeah, all over the place. So we're kind of like 2 weeks into the tour, is that right? 2 weeks or so, and it's all going great. But yeah, the London show, the O2 show, is amazing. It's really cool.
So how do you do something like that and then come and play a gig like this? How does it feel for you, Matt?
You saw the results. A little bit silly, a little bit slapstick, and made a few mistakes, but enjoyed it down there. It felt like really. It was intimate, wasn't it?
It was very intimate.
A bit too intimate at times, I'd say.
We've not done anything like this for 8 years or something like that. You know, it's a long time.
Yeah. And how was it for you?
It was amazing. Yeah, it was great. You know, being really close to the crowd. It's amazing.
Yeah, but so which is more scary? Because most people would think, well, you know, 15,000 people or whatever, that must be terrifying. But how does it compare to this? Is this more scary?
I think this might be more scary. Yeah.
Why? Explain
it's live
why.
on radio as well, isn't it? So. How many listeners? Millions.
And they can actually see you. You can only see so much when you're like in a big gig, a big arena or whatever. You know, the band's like over there somewhere quite far away, and you know, here they can really, you know, see your eyes.
And you can see their eyes as well.
Absolutely, yeah. So it's like, whoa, don't look at me, don't look at me.
We've got a couple of singers as well. We've got a little sing-song. It was close enough to get a little sing-song, which is nice, I thought, in the song style, like. We managed to get a few of the front row to sing along there, and it was. Did that come across? So
yeah,
I'm sure it did.
Yeah.
Just for the listeners, that wasn't Matt singing; that was the crowd.
Matt, how did you find it? Was it Time Is Running Out?
Oh yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah, I just got carried away. Like I thought I'd sing Dom a song. I thought I'd try and serenade him in his costume, and it got a little bit, just got a bit silly.
I think you called it domino effect.
I forgot. Well, I got a bit too comfortable. I was so relaxed. I just forgot that I had to get on the microphone to sing the song.
Yeah, and then you remembered it was live on the radio as well, and you were like, okay.
And then I swore, and then I'm sorry, I got that. I'm sure I'll get a fine or something like that.
It's all right. We'll let you off. It's fine. And then what was the track that you did after that? Was that the only episode? Because there was a lot of laughing. I kept looking at your faces, and they seemed to be laughing at you, basically, Matt.
There was lots of silly dancing going on.
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah.
Matt was doing his
couple of dad
dancing impressions. Dad dancing impressions.
And Matt, you disappeared off stage.
Did I? When was that?
Well, from where we could see you, you just kind of disappeared out of view.
Oh, was that when I went down the front?
That would be the bit.
When I got them to sing. When I went down the front to meet some of the fans, which was nice.
You let them touch you?
Oh yeah, of course. I let touch you all over. Why not?
And you haven't showered yet?
No, definitely not. I'm gonna
take their sweat home with you.
Jeans with me.
And a nice outfit, Dom. I'm sorry, I let you down. I'm wearing a nice dress, but you've fulfilled your promise of the skeleton.
I did say I was going to wear this, didn't I? Yeah. So, and it is Halloween currently. So,
yeah.
Yeah, it's quite nice. It's like the one from Karate Kid. It's a nice 80s one.
Yeah. Nice lycra onesie is what Matt is wearing at the moment, by the way, if you're listening on the radio. Some questions that have come through from our lovely listeners. Will we be lucky enough to see Muse come back to do another home gig? That's from Amanda, who's in Teignmouth at the moment.
Oh, home gig, yeah. I went down to Devon a couple of days ago to see my grandmother was 100 a couple of days ago.
Wow.
That was amazing, yeah. And anyway, when I was down there, that was great. When I was down there, I went to the Newton Abbot Racecourse, which I really would love to do a gig there. Last time we played in Teignmouth on the seafront, to about 10,000 people. We like the idea of going back to play a much bigger concert, but the Newton Abbot Racecourse, they won't let us play more than something like 5,000 people or something. So we've been invited to have a day at the council, in Teignbridge Council.
Very nice.
Yeah, so we're thinking of going there and just forcing the planning permission through so we can do a gig there. So the idea is, the answer to the question is we're working on it, definitely.
Conversations that you thought you'd never have when you were at school, probably at home, and just thinking, I'll be meeting with the council to talk about this. Jake Shears from Scissor Sisters, of course, was tweeting today and saying that you once told him that Black Holes and Revelations was inspired by Scissor Sisters. Matt, do you remember this conversation?
I think there was a little element of funk on there. I think that was when we first started to own up to our funk love. And Panic Station, though, on the new album, it's definitely pure Scissor Sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll be happy to hear that. Chris, you're sweating so much.
I know, I really shouldn't have put this leather on straight after a gig.
What were you thinking?
Looks cool, though.
I wish I had a silk kerchief to just mop your brow, but I don't at the moment. Another question that's come through. How do you guys play night after night and not get bored? That's a good question. Or do you?
Well, it's different every night, isn't it?
Yeah, not on this tour. So I mean, we're going to be going for 2 weeks, so it's still early days. But it's, I mean, this tour at the moment is just going unbelievably well, you know. And I think everyone's just loving being back. It's been about a year since we've toured, so
I think that's where the bum wiggling comes in. You know?
Well, the distraction.
It's definitely a little bit of a slight addition to the show tonight.
And how do you decide the set list for tonight, doing this show?
We just we studied the demographic of Radio 2. Worked out what would sell the most records.
I'm feeling rather used and cheapened and abused by you now.
No, just picked a bunch of random tracks and went for it. You know.
That kind of. How was it performing without a pyramid above your head, Dom?
Well,
Liberating?
less scary in some ways because, I mean, on stage it's moving around as well when it's above me, and it's kind of scary when I notice it move. So I try not to look up too much. So tonight it was actually nice, just you know, not having a lot of machinery moving above my head, but
Just to move around.
Yeah.
Question: what was the best crowd that you played for? Well, that's a huge
Ever.
question, isn't it? Best crowd ever.
well,
Glastonbury. What's the first time you headlined Glastonbury?
I'd say Moscow. For me, Moscow. I'd say Moscow.
Why's
always,
that?
I'd say Paris is always an amazing crowd. London, of course, and but Moscow is always a surprise. It's like the crowd's just insane there. You know, there's a couple of Ruskies here tonight actually. Yeah.
You recognise the faces of some of your fans then?
I met them outside, and they said
okay.
they were from Russia, and I said, I remember you. And and she came in. She was down the front there.
Where had they come from? Not.
I think they're from Moscow. Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
they're following you around on the tour at the moment.
Well, they definitely came here. I'm not sure what other gigs. Yeah, she said she was in Birmingham actually. Yeah, so she must be following us.
God,
around.
do you not feel? I mean, obviously you're giving them a lot of joy when people follow you around, but it must be costing them a fortune as well.
I've seen the same guy in front of me every night at every UK show so far.
Did you wink at him, or do you just ignore him embarrassedly?
Little
Or
banter, you know.
There's one French girl, Paris girl, who's been at every gig we've done so far. Everyone at the front. Yeah.
and we did meet her. She said she's doing 16 or 18 gigs or something, and it's like, well, I mean, yeah, it's a lot of travelling, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a lot of travelling around all over Europe and here, so crazy.
yeah, it's that hotels and stuff like that.
And she's in the same position every night. Yeah, like exactly the same spot. Like, it's
Now,
good on her.
people were queuing up from really early today, and terrible weather out there as well. Can you ask Matt, does he do anything in particular to look after that amazing instrument, which is his voice? That's from Carol in Bristol.
Not really. No, I just got to try and not speak too much. I speak fast, and that's really bad for the voice. So I've got to try and shut up basically and not do interviews. No, I'm joking.
I don't care now. We've had you now, really, so you can do whatever. I don't care what happens.
I love to get in the shower for I get into the shower for a good long half-an-hour shower, steam drinking
Beforehand?
water. Yeah, before every gig. Yeah.
Did you go in your shower today?
lubricates The folds.
Did you go in your shower today? I was in your
BBC had a lovely backstage shower.
I was in your shower beforehand. Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought you just said that.
It's time.
Next time we'll try harder. Oh dear. So, sum up your show that you did tonight. Then give us a review. Chris, you can go first.
Well, it's obviously great just to be back in a small venue again and do an intimate show like that. You know, it's totally different to anything we've done for a while. So
Yeah. Do you remember
very
any
cool.
the beginning of your sessions that you did for the BBC? Your very first session.
I remember the Maida Vale one, the first one. I think we were recording Showbiz at the time, and we took a day off the studio to go into Maida Vale. That was 12 years ago or something.
Yeah,
That was when we
long
first
time.
did Feeling Good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember our
You
first.
hated that, didn't you?
No, worked out well in the end.
Well, the first live lounge session that we did for you, with the first one we did for Joe, it was 12 years ago, or ages ago, and we didn't have a great time. We just played a gig the night before, so a bit hungover and jaded, and then we tried to do some acoustic thing, and I don't think we played acoustic since.
No, you haven't.
Probably for the best, though.
I think so. I think what you do works pretty well indeed. Listen, thank you. I'm so happy that you accepted our invitation to come to Radio 2. It's
thanks
been
for having
brilliant
us.
to have you here. We've loved every second. And we'll leave you with this, I guess. This is one song. Thank you, Muse. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.